A list of all of the healthcare companies. Loads of them right here.
Yeah, where are the children? It says you have 102 children here, and you got $2.66 million this year in funding. Where are the kids?
Yeah.
It says it's licensed for 74 children. Right here, state of Minnesota. Where are the kids? They got paid $1.26 million in fiscal year 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, wow. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like this. It's one thing to hear about this massive fraud going on in Minnesota in the abstract. You know, the headlines, the numbers, the billions of dollars. But, you know, it's another thing to see what's going on up close. And that's exactly what independent journalist Nick Shirley just did. He actually traveled to Minnesota and he visited multiple of these so-called medical centers that received millions of dollars in federal funds. These centers, of course, we've seen the headlines. We know the news, the billions of dollars that are being defrauded in Minnesota. These centers that are under scrutiny for fraud. He walked into some of these buildings. He tried to speak to management, tried to get basic information, even simple healthcare rates. And what do you think happened? He was immediately shut down, kicked out, and they even called the cops on him. In one location, he found something absolutely wild. An office complex filled with dozens of nearly identical healthcare businesses, all operating out of the same space, all set up pretty much the same way, all pulling in massive amounts of taxpayer money, same setup, same structure, same funding streams, each one receiving a boatload of federal cash. And, you know, you think about it, we hear these millions and we hear billions, these numbers, and eventually the numbers stop feeling real. But when you actually zoom in, when you physically walk into these businesses and he kind of gives you a window right into how these businesses are operating, it becomes jaw-dropping. It's not just abstract anymore. This is real money, real buildings, real programs, and real questions about how any of this is allowed to happen. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. But I want you to take a look at this. Nick Shirley in this office center that is pointing out these dozens of healthcare companies in this area in Minnesota. And it's absolutely shocking to see. Take a listen.
A list of all of the healthcare companies. Loads of them right here.
So let's take a look at these. African Immigrants Community Service. We got Dollar General, First Day Care Center, G&H York Trading Inc., Huron Law Offices, Consulting, Helping Hands Home Care LLC. We got a senior center.